Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Battle Series, The School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2017 season. So, it's Friday guys, we're kind of wrapping up the week. I will be going on holiday tomorrow, and I'm going to be a little bit sad. I'm really excited for my holiday. I can't wait to get away. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to have a lot of fun. In the meantime, while I'm away, if you've missed any episodes this week, next week, starting on Monday, we will be featuring on the channel for 2 weeks my entire International Challenge April run. So I had a decent enough finish in it, and we got over 1800 in the end. So you'll be able to watch that every day. So there'll be about 4 to 5 games maybe, depending on length. I'll try and keep them as short as possible. Just to kind of keep the channel going and content on there while I'm away. So I hope you guys really enjoy that while I'm away. It'll be great to hear your opinions when I am back on what you thought of the run, the team and everything like that. And like I said, when I come back, we'll do a big team review episode. It might be a week after I come back, so I get kind of just up to date with everything. But we'll do that big team review episode on the Tapu Lele team so far. So that'll be a lot of fun to do. We've also kicked off this week with our Battle Spot double series. So again, let me know how you're finding it. If you've got any questions, any Pokemon you want to see featured on that series, let me know and we can sort that out for when I come back. Do have some big news. So Eloy Han, a Japanese, what am I talking about? Getting way too carried away with myself. He's as good as a Japanese player, trust me. So Eloy is a very well-known German player and a good friend of mine. He contacted me during the week and asked if I would like a best of 3 with him on playing the Battle Spot doubles rules. So we're going to set that up for the week I come back. We'll do probably a couple of episodes and then we'll have the best of 3 match. We might do one game at a time to kind of build the tension, but it should be very good. Now Eloy's won national championships before. He's a world competitor. He's a very, very decorated player and a very good VGC player, so it'll be great to have him on the channel and featuring a team in a format that we're just kind of starting to get into. So I've got a big task on while I'm away, building a team and getting ready for that. But do not worry, because that will be fine, and it's something else for you guys to look out for as well. So let me know what you think of that. We'll have the MBL Season 2 team building video this evening. So myself, Osiris and Hibiki will be putting our heads together, come together as Team Leaky, and doing our team preparation match for our matchup first round opponents tomorrow, the Blue Honeys. So that's going to be a super cool episode. To do catch this, it'll probably be half an hour after this episode goes up, so it will be on the channel probably when you're watching this, so do check it out and give your support to Team Leaky. The match will be taking place tomorrow, Saturday, so that will be over on Hibiki's YouTube channel, and we're going to alternate the matches every week on a Saturday. So do check it out. Do get behind us. We need all the support we can get, guys. So I'm not going to drag this on any longer. Let's get on the battle spot. So we used this team on Monday's episode: the Tapu Lele, Arcanine, Garchomp, Celesteela, Mandibles and Alolan Ninetales. And we got on alright. We had a couple of really good games, so hopefully we can kind of replicate that again today and see how we get on. Whatever I had with my throat seems to have kind of gone away, which I'm super happy about. And we've got a decent enough rating in the minute, so we should be finding some decent enough opponents, and like magic they appear. So our first opponent of the day, 1688 rating, running a team of Pheromosa, Alolan Ninetales, Tapu Fini, Metagross, Alolan Persian, and that Alolan Marowak. So lots of Alola Pokemon here. The Metagross obviously isn't ideal for us because we will be bringing the Psychic Terrain, and that's just going to help out that Metagross, so we kind of want to avoid that as much as we can until that Metagross is off the field. It's a bit of a conflict though, because my opponent has the Alolan Persian and we kind of need the Tapu Lele to deal with that, the Fire of Moonblasts, etc, etc. What are we going to do? Intimidate's going to be nice. Arcanine is going to be super good here. Garchomp as well. So there two definitely want to bring. Definitely want to bring the Tapu Lele here because we need it for changing the terrain, hitting that Alolan Persian. It hits the Pheromosa for good damage as well. Let's think. I might bring. No, I'm not going to bring the Ninetales here. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to lead off with Arcanine and my Mandibuzz. I'm going to bring Tapu Lele and I'm going to bring Garchomp. Yeah, let's lock in with that. Because the Tailwind support from the Mandibuzz can be quite handy here. It's going to be nice to have that foul play for the Metagross as well. And generally just be a bit of a pain for my opponent to deal with. But we'll see what my opponent leads with. So, my opponent leads off with the Ninetales Tapu Fini. We're not going to be able to stop the Aurora Veil, unfortunately, if my opponent does go for that. But we can get the Psychic Terrain in if we want to, which would be pretty nice. I don't really want to switch out my Arcanine because I want to take advantage of the Snarl. So I'm going to just get a Snarl off and... yeah, I'm going to switch in my Lele here. I could... What are our options with the Mandibuzz? We could go for a Tailwind. That might not be a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Tailwind here. Let's see what... Oh, we just see a Moonblast straight out from the Ninetales. No Aurora Veil. Taking us down to about half health. We do get a Snarl off. See what this Finny goes for. If it is going to go for a Calm Mind or just an attack, maybe it might just be Specs and go for Muddy Water. And there's the Muddy Water. Mandibuzz should survive this though. After the Snarl. Arcanine takes a good chunk of damage from that as well. But we do get the Tailwind up, which is nice. So we'll be able to stop this Aurora Veil next turn if we want to. We have broke the Sash and that Ninetales as well. So what I might do, you could go for a Flare Blitz into the Ninetales slot. It's pretty obvious that we'll do that though, so I might just go for another Snarl. And, I can't see the Ninetales going for an Aurora Veil now. It's probably going to protect or switch out. That would be my guess. So I'm just going to go for a Roost with my Mandibuzz. Keep it on the field. It's going to be more important. And then, there we go. So there the Ninetales does retreat for the Marowak to take that incoming Flare Blitz. But we're just going to get another Snarl off. Do a little bit of chip to that Marowak, but more importantly we're lowering the special attack on that Tapu Fini. We should get a Roost off as well now. We do threaten that Marowak with our Mandibuzz with a foul play, which is really nice. We just see another Muddy Water come out. Arcanine avoids. It's quite nice. But problem is we've had one accuracy drop with our Mandibuzz, which isn't ideal. But I wonder how much. I'm not going to switch anything up just yet. I'm just going to go for another Snarl, and I'm going to go for a foul play onto the Marowak. This should maybe even pick up the KO. Like, Marowak's attack is huge. It's weak to the dog type attack. And we force the Tapu Fini out for the Pheromosa. So hopefully we hit. We just see the Marowak protect though. And we'll get a Snarl off. So we'll at least break the sash on that Pheromosa if it is sashed. I wouldn't have thought it is though, with Hail being a part of the team. And we just get a foul play into that Marowak. So, got one more turn of Tailwind left. I should say Tailwind. But that Pheromosa has got to, I would say, got to protect. I am going to go for a Flare Blitz. into the Marowak because I do want to proc the berry this turn. So hopefully we can do enough damage by doubling into the Marowak. But the Pheromosa has got to protect here. Has to protect. Has to. Just in case we see that Marowak switch out, I'm just going to go for another Snarl. Yeah, so there's the Marowak switch out. We'll probably see the Pheromosa. Go for a Protect here. Yeah, there's the Protect. So you did get the Snarl off. We'll lower that attack on the Ninetales. And we'll get Foul Play into it. It's not going to really do too much, but again, we're just chipping it down. Yeah, no damage at all. And is this going to proc our berry? No, it's not. Tailwind Pit is out. What are we going to do? I feel like my opponent has to target down the Arcanine here. I'm just going to protect the Arcanine and I'm going to go for a Tailwind with the Mandibuzz. Yeah, just going to go for a Tailwind with the Mandibuzz. Okay, so we're going to see an all-out pummeling. Wonder which target it's into. If it's into the Arcanine, it's likely that it might pick up the KO. And the same if it's into the Mandibuzz, it probably will pick up the kill. So, potentially might lose one thing here. Maybe even both Pokemon. So it is into that Mandibuzz. And it does take us down. It's not ideal. As Pheromosa does get a Beast Boost. And we see the Aurora Veil come up. It's a bit annoying because Arcanine could have had a free turn there. It was a bit stupid of me to go for the Protect in that situation. Right, I'm going to switch in Garchomp because the hail has stopped. So we're a bit safer from any Blizzard attacks coming out. What we're going to do is switch Arcanine into Tapu Lele. And I'm going to just go for a Dragon Claw into that Pheromosa. We've got to kind of hope that we survive a freeze dry, because I think that's probably what the Ninetales will go for. If it's got it, it might have Blizzard. It might just go for the Blizzard. So we just see the Pheromosa protect here. And there's the freeze dry. But thankfully, because of that Snarl that we have got onto it previous turn, it means we can take it. Now, I'm just going to go for a Psychic onto the Pheromosa, and I'm going to switch in my Arcanine here for the Garchomp. Hopefully we get the Intimidate off, and that berry gets procced as well. So you see the Tapu Fini come in, we'll get its terrain up. We will survive a Poison Jab from neutral from the Pheromosa, so that shouldn't be a problem. There's the Poison Jab. So I have to survive that. No poison because of the Misty Terrain. Get the Psychic off and get rid of that big bad threat. So that is one problem gone, thankfully. I wonder what's coming in, the Ninetales. We've got to remember as well that the Aurora Veil is up on the field. What do I do here? So we've seen the Tapu Fini, all we've seen it do is Muddy Water. Could be a Specs variant. We know Ninetales is faster as well than it. I'm just going to double protect here. Stall out the... Hopefully we proc our berry with the hail damage, and we're stalling out the Aurora Veil at the same time. So there's the Blizzard. Let's see what this Tapu Lele goes for. Just a Scald, and it's into that Arcanine slot. Okay. Come on, proc the berry. Excellent. Okay. We're a bit locked here because the Blizzard's going to take down the Lele. I mean, we could go for a double protect with our Lele. It's probably better than just switching. Like, I'm not going to switch in the Garchomp at this point. So if I go for the double protect, if you go for a Snarl, it's probably going to help Garchomp out a bit more. But I'm just going to lock into the Flare Blitz into that Ninetales. We need to get rid of it before the Garchomp can come in. Oh, we don't get the double protect. Here comes the Blizzard, so we're potentially going to lose both Pokemon here, depending on the damage from this Scald, but I'd imagine it's probably enough to pick up the KO on Arcanine. We'll get the Flare Blitz, get rid of that Ninetales, and it's going to be Garchomp versus the world. Yeah, so I think that Tapu Lele is probably Specs. I don't think we got much damage onto the Marowak. Oh, we might have done. We might have got a little bit of chip. And there's the Aurora Veil gone. So, that is handy. Now we should be able to survive at least one Scald, pick up the KO onto the Marowak with the Earthquake, and 2 Earthquakes should be enough. So, we should be alright. We're not in any danger of getting Scald burned this turn. So, hopefully, we pick up the KO onto the Marowak. This is the most important thing. If we can get rid of the Marowak, we can win the game. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. So we just need to survive this Scald. So as long as there's no crits come out, we should be alright. And we'll be able to pick up the KO with Poison Jab this next turn. Yes. AV Chomp coming through. So, it's really good. And we can finish up with an Earthquake or a Poison Jab, but we'll go for the Poison Jab just to make sure and come out victorious. There's the Poison Jab. What should survive? Oh, no, we win, it's fine. So, very good game to my opponent there, and coming out alright after that match. I think the most important thing there was getting rid of, like the late game obviously was getting rid of that Ninetales. Oh, and my opponent disconnects. But early game it was like really important to get rid of that Pheromosa. If we hadn't got rid of the Pheromosa with the Lele switching in that Intimidate to make sure we survived that Poison Jab, then things would have got very, very sticky, because we would have been, you would have had the Pheromosa again on +1, and it would have just steamrolled through the rest of the team. So it was super important there to get rid of it, and we managed to. So just a couple of big turning points in the game, but Mandibuzz put in a lot of work there, helping out with that Tailwind early on. It kind of forced my opponent to switch around a lot, and in the end that's kind of what the damage that we gained through my opponent switching board positions, trying to stall out the Tailwind, put that Marowak in range for the Earthquake to kind of KO it. So it was effective in the end. It might not seem the early game, but you know, those chip damage, whenever you can get them, do add up. So hopefully it isn't too long to find our next opponent. yeah, I'm really enjoying this team, and through the discussion through the week from Monday's episode, ideas about the team, Hariyama was mentioned as one possible Pokemon to put in there, and it's definitely a possibility over the Ninetales, and definitely something I will try out. Assault vs Celesteela is something I won't spoil too much, but there's a brilliant episode in the International Challenge that features an Assault vs Celesteela, and it's so hard to deal with, and I really liked it. But you guys can check that out next week when the videos do go up, because right now we have our second opponent of the day, and they are running a team of Porygon 2, Drifblim, Tapu Lele, Arcanine, Garchomp and Celesteela. So very similar team to the one that we're running. Obviously they got the Drifblim over the Mandibuzz and the Porygon 2 over the Ninetales. So what are we going to do here? I don't want to lead with Tapu Lele because my opponent potentially might not lead their Tapu Lele and might lead the Drifblim. So I could lead. I'm tempted to lead Mandibuzz and Ninetales here. Like, it means... Oh, can I do that? Celesteela is another Pokemon I want to bring to this match, but then I also... Gonna need Tapu Lele really, and it means that we need... Yeah, I think we're going to have to probably bring the Arcanine because we need it for that Celesteela. Unless I don't bring Tapu Lele here. Let's go without Tapu Lele or Garchomp. Seems really strange. But it's good to try out different combinations and see if they work. That's why I've got these two in the team at the minute, you know, to help out and just test different matchups and see if they do kind of come up. So, idea behind Ninetales is, it wasn't put in for this reason, but it comes in handy for this situation. If my opponent does lead with the Drifblim and the Psychic Terrain is up, then I've not even led with the Ninetales, so it doesn't even matter. But what I was going to say, if I did lead with it, you can lock that Drifblim. If it goes for a Tailwind turn 1, we can just Encore it and lock it into the Tailwind and kind of render it useless. But that's by the by, because my opponent hasn't led with that, so never mind. What we're going to do, I need to preserve the Arcanine, really need to preserve the Arcanine here. I don't want to lose it to Shattered Psyche or anything, so I'm going to switch it straight out into my Celesteela. I don't need to worry too much about, yeah, what I'm going to do is taunt the Drifblim, switch out to my Celesteela. Now, I'm taunting it because it might go for a Tailwind. If it does, it means I'm stopping it from getting a Will-O-Wisp off this next turn. So there's the Tailwind. That's fine, like, I don't mind the Tailwind too much. We're going to be slower than everything anyway. And there's the Psychic from the Lele. But Celesteela is able to take that a lot more comfortably than that Arcanine would have been able to. Now this is a nice thing. So we've got that Drifblim. It is taunted, it can't Will-O-Wisp anything, and Mandibuzz is at its most threatening when it's not burned because of the foul play damage that it can kind of throw out. So, what I am going to do now is, I'd imagine the Drifblim to maybe switch out. I don't know. Might switch out, so I'm going to foul play that slot regardless. But I imagine maybe the Arcanine to come in here. Will the Arcanine come in? Because we could just double into the Tapu Lele, to be honest, but there's every chance it might just protect. No, I'm going to go for a Heavy Slam into the Lele. So we see the Lele withdraw. Is it this the Arcanine? Yeah, okay. And what are we going to see this Drifblim do then? Is it going to be a double switch? No, it won't be. Drifblim's faster, so it would have went first. We just see a Shadow Ball into the Celesteela, and we'll get a foul play off. Ooh, not doing too much damage, and a Heavy Slam as well. Alright, what are we going to see? I'm going to go for a foul play into the Arcanine. Like, I could switch in my Arcanine here, but I'd rather not intimidate and get a bit more damage onto it before I switch Arcanine back in and just get some health back on the Celesteela as well. Hopefully we don't see a Will-O-Wisp onto the Mandibuzz. That's what I would do in this situation if I was in my opponent's position. Let's see. So we just see the Arcanine protect here. Stalling out our protect. A nice play from my opponent there. Stopping any foul play, kind of damage coming onto us. See a Shadow Ball just from the Drift Blim. Into the Mandibuzz this time. Just getting a bit of chip damage onto us. Critical hit. Lowering our special defense. How dare he. I wonder if the taunt. It's not worn off yet. Just gonna go for another. Should I go for the foul play into the Arcanine this turn? I think. Yeah. And we need to keep the Celesteela around. I could switch in Ninetales, to be honest, but we are going to take. Yeah, we don't want to switch in the Ninetales just yet. We're kind of relying on Mandibuzz to take care of this Arcanine, to be honest, as well. Because without the Lele or the Garchomp, we haven't really got too many ways to hit it for good damage. So we've got to kind of pray that it hasn't got Will-O-Wisp. If it has, it's going to make things very difficult for us. So we see Shadow Ball come out from the Drift Blim into Arcanine. And there's the Flare Blitz. Is this into that Arcanine slot as well? Yeah. Wow. That does huge damage. Critical hit. Which isn't ideal, but we will get a foul play off into the Arcanine. The damage isn't too bad, to be honest. We'll probably see my opponent here go for another Tailwind. Or it might not. It might just go for a Will-O-Wisp this turn. If it does, I'm still going to taunt it, because then we can Tailwind the next turn. That'll kind of give us the jump. And I'm going to Flare Blitz into the Drift Blim slot as well. Just to proc our berry, get some damage onto it. So we see the Arcanine go for the Protect. There's the Tailwind. And we'll get the Flare Blitz. Wonder how much this will do. I don't think it'll pick up the kill. Just shy. But this will proc our berry, which is the most important thing here. And at the same time, we are stalling out my opponent's Tailwind because it kind of locking him in. He's kind of forced to switch out the Drift Blim because it's locked into Shadow Ball. Psychic Terrain does disappear as well. And I'm going to foul play into the Arcanine slot, and I'm going to go for a Snarl with my Arcanine. That should be enough to take the Drift Blim down. And if anything comes in on that slot, like the Tapu Lele, it's going to make it a lot easier to kind of manage if we lower that special attack. But we don't see any switches, we just see a Shadow Ball come out. Do take that, and OMG, we're going to see an Inferno Overdrive from this Arcanine. Hopefully it is into the Mandibuzz. And we should be able to take this because of the Intimidate. If it's into the Arcanine, it probably will pick up the KO, but it makes more sense to go into the Mandibuzz at this point. But it's into the Arcanine. Alright, okay. And it's not even enough to pick up the KO. Wow, Arcanine, clutch survival. So we'll actually be able to pick up a double KO here. We get the Snarl onto the Drift Blim, it picks up the KO, and we'll get the foul play onto the Arcanine. And we'll be able to clean up. And this makes things super better for Celesteela now, because Celesteela can come in and start to do some work on that Tapu Lele, not worry about any big fire type attacks coming off from that Arcanine any longer. I wonder if my opponent kind of thought I might switch the Arcanine out in that situation. Ooh, it's the P2. So, and the Tapu Lele. We've got to remember though that we have had a special defense drop, so we haven't really had a seed boost. It's kind of been taken away. So what can we do here? We have got Celesteela in the back. I don't really want to switch Celesteela in to take a Psychic. So what are our options? I'm just going to go for a Roost with my Mandibuzz, and we don't really need Intimidate anymore, so I'm just going to let the Arcanine go down. If we can get a Snarl off, then that's a massive bonus. I doubt we will though. But you never know, my opponent might double into the Mandibuzz. So there's the Moonblast. Should survive. Do we? No, we don't. No. So without the special defense boost, we do not survive. But more importantly, we do get the Snarl off, which is huge going into the latter parts of this game. We'll see what this Porygon 2 goes for. Goes for a T-Bolt. Okay. So we've got Celesteela left, and we have our Ninetales. So we can get ourselves an Aurora Veil up, which would be nice. But I think this first turn, it's probably going to be better just to go for a double protect. Stall out the Tailwind. It's up on my opponent's end of the field, because I'm pretty sure it ends this next turn. So let's see. We'll be able to check. Tailwind, 1 turn left. So yeah, we double protect this turn. And then it just means we're not in any trouble of getting taunted by Tapu Lele potentially to stop us getting that Aurora Veil up, because we probably will need it with our Celesteela. You never know, we might get lucky. Ninetales debut, we might freeze both Pokemon. So we just see a Moonblast into the Ninetales and Thunderbolt from the P2. Doubling in. Okay. And the Tailwind should pitter out now. So what I am going to do is go for an Aurora Veil, and I'm going to go for a Leech Seed onto that P2. Yeah. So if we can get the Leech Seeds up, then we should be alright. Yeah, just go for the Aurora Veil. I was thinking for a minute we could encore that Tapu Lele into Moonblast, but I don't think we really necessarily need to. I think the Aurora Veil's a better play here. So we do see the Moonblast. My opponent probably just doubling in. Oh, no. Oh my god, it does so much damage. Critical hit. That is not good. Because we probably will go down to a Thunderbolt now. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. We have Snarled. We've got the Aurora Veil up. Whew. Oh my god. 2 claws. Big crit from the Moonblast. It's not ideal at all. So my opponent must be Choice Specs, I'd imagine. Okay, so I'm just going to protect Celesteela this turn. And my opponent probably is going to read into that and double into the Ninetales, so I'm just going to protect my Ninetales as well, just to be a little bit cautious and get some health back, and then we can kind of start going to war. Crit Moonblast, not good. And we still got a few turns of Aurora Veil left, so we're not in the worst shape. We still got a Sash Ninetales as well. So we'll just go for a double protect here. It's a good job we got that Leech Seed off. Imagine if it had missed, we would have just lost instantly. There's the Moonblast into the Celesteela, and T-Bolt into the Ninetales. So I think takes a bit of chip from the hail. Right, okay. So, Celesteela might go down this turn, to be honest. I think it's probably better to go for the double into the Porygon 2 with a Blizzard and a Heavy Slam. Probably won't be enough, but then if the Porygon 2 doesn't recover this turn, the next Blizzard should be enough to pick up the KO. So we got the Blizzard off, do hit. Oh, it's nowhere near enough onto that Lele. Does go into the Celesteela. We are able to take it, get the Heavy Slam. So we've got to kind of hope that PT doesn't go for the Protect here. Oh, we return with our own crit, so that's kind of making the game a lot easier for us. Get a Beast Boost in Special Defense as well. So we are definitely going to be able to take another Moonblast, pending a crit, obviously. That was lucky. And really unfortunate for my opponent. But if the Porygon 2 hadn't protected there, then recovered there, then it would have been a much. We probably maybe would have been able to wrap things up. So we'll just go for a Blizzard and a Heavy Slam, and that should round off the game quite nicely. And we managed to come out alright, not bringing the Garchomp or the Arcanine, so it kind of worked. And we got to feature the Ninetales as well, which is the most important thing. That Aurora Veil definitely coming in clutch there, to allow us to survive the Thunderbolt from the P2, after the Snarl as well, obviously, and get that Leech Seed on, which kind of won us the game, to be honest. Get the Blizzard off, and freeze! Oh my god. I'm so sorry to my opponent. Freeze the Tapu Lele. And we'll round things off with our Celesteela. Like I say, I think we may have been alright anyway. That Porygon 2 would have had to, if it didn't recover, then it meant Celesteela stuck around. A Ninetales Sash still hadn't been broken. And we would have been recovering more health. If it had doubled in and the Celesteela had gone down there, then it would have went down the next turn to a Blizzard, and we still had a Sash with a Ninetales, so we would have been able to beat the Lele outright. So the hacks didn't really matter, it just made it a bit easier for us in the end, and it would have come down to what that P2 had done that turn as well. But good game to my opponent, and apologies for the little bit of RNG that kind of happened at the end of the game. So guys, we're going to wrap things up there. I'm a little bit sad now. I'm not going to have another one of these episodes for 2 weeks. So I really hope you enjoy the International Challenge run, and it is a lot of fun. It was a slog, but it does showcase a really good version of the team, so I really hope you enjoy it. And what we'll do, guys, so I'm back 28th, I think 27th or 28th of May, which is a Sunday. So when I'm back, I'll have a little rest up, hopefully I'm alright, and I will do an episode of the School Hard Knocks for the Monday, and then we'll see how we get on, see how I'm feeling. But in between this 2 weeks, there will be NBL Season 2 matches going on. But next Friday, Team Leaky take on the champions, Team Dream Ball, Wolfie Glick and Marcus. So that's going to be, you need to watch that. That's going to be an awesome match, playing two of probably the greatest players that we've had in the VGC community all time. Kind of, yeah, well, you know, Ray Rizzo's kind of just on the top, right up there, but these guys are right up there on his tail all the time. So it's going to be a lot of fun playing these guys next week, so definitely check out that episode, that match, sorry. And guys, yeah, whatever you're doing for the next 2 weeks, stay in touch on the channel, because I'll keep an eye on comments and things like that, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And time difference is going to be a little bit different for me, but don't let that stop you. Keep the suggestions coming for the QR code teams, the doubles Battle Spot Double Series, and anything else in between as well. So just let me know. It's always a pleasure, guys. You take care of yourselves. Have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you hopefully nice and browned in a couple of weeks' time. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.